Father, as we begin this moment together, I lay down every rushing thought and every tight place in my heart. There has been so much noise today, so many unspoken worries, so many emotions I tried to carry alone. But right now, I choose stillness. I choose to breathe, and I choose to come before you with honesty. You have seen the weight I've been carrying, Lord, the exhaustion I hide behind a smile, the silent battles no one knows about, the questions that echo in my mind at night. Even when my faith feels small, even when my strength fades quicker than I expect, something inside me still longs for you, still reaches for you, still hopes in you. So I ask you to come near in this moment. Let your presence soften the places in me that feel overwhelmed. Let your peace quiet every fear that has taken root in my mind. Let your light uncover the areas of my heart that have been hurting for too long. I am not here to perform. I am not here to impress you. I am here to be held by you. Father, prepare my heart for what you are about to speak. Let every word settle gently, deeply, and clearly. Remove the distractions that try to pull me away. Open my ears. Open my spirit. Let this be a moment where I feel you closer than ever before, because tonight, God, I need your voice more than anything else. Amen.
My child, I have watched you arrive here tonight with a weight you did not know how to explain. You tried to move through your days with strength even when your heart felt fragile. You pushed forward even when part of you wanted nothing more than to pause and breathe. And though others may not have seen it, I saw every step. You are not here by chance. You are here because my hand guided you. Long before you pressed play, long before the thoughts swirled in your mind, long before the tears formed quietly in private moments, I already knew you would be here. I orchestrated this moment as a gentle place for your soul to land. I know you have been tired, not just physically, but in ways that touch the deepest parts of who you are. The kind of tired that sleep cannot fix. The kind of heaviness that lingers even when the world tells you to be strong. I have seen the places where your hope grew thin, where your faith trembled, where your heart whispered prayers it was afraid to speak aloud. But listen, my child, none of that made me distant from you. None of it pushed me away. In every moment of doubt, I drew closer. In every moment of confusion, I protected your spirit. In every moment of weariness, I held you quietly. Even when you didn't feel my hands around you, I have never once taken my eyes off you. You have wondered if I hear you, if I see the parts of your life that feel undone, if your quiet tears matter in the expanse of everything happening around you. And tonight I tell you, yes, I see you. Yes, I hear you. Yes, you matter to me more than you realize. There is nothing hidden from my compassion, nothing too small for my attention, nothing too broken for my healing. You do not need to explain your pain to me. You do not need to pretend you're fine. I know the story behind every sigh. I know the thoughts behind every silent night. I know the longing behind the prayers that never left your lips. You are fully known and fully loved, even in the places that feel most fragile. My child, let this truth settle into you gently. You are safe with me, safe to rest, safe to breathe, safe to release what you've carried, safe to hear what I am about to say next. For this moment is not correction, it is comfort. It is not pressure, it is peace. It is not coincidence, it is divine timing. Stay here with me. Something in you is about to shift, not through striving but through surrender, not through force but through grace. not through fear, but through the healing touch of my presence. My child, listen closely now, for what I speak in this moment is meant to ease the tension inside you. The miracle you have been waiting for is not something distant, uncertain, or fragile. It is already in motion, already unfolding, already moving toward you in ways your eyes have not yet perceived. You have prayed for change, for strength, for breakthrough, and you wondered if heaven was silent. But my silence was not absence, it was preparation. While you were trying to steady your heart, I was aligning things around you quietly, gently, purposefully, so nothing could interfere with what I am bringing into your life. The shift you have sensed lately, the stirring, the uneasiness, the subtle hope rising again, is not your imagination. It is the echo of what is happening in the spiritual realm. Your soul can feel what your eyes cannot yet see. Something is drawing nearer, something I have ordained, something carrying my signature and not dependent on your strength or perfection. You have believed for so long that breakthrough depends on how hard you try, how strong you remain, how perfectly you perform. But hear me, this miracle does not depend on you. It depends on me. It is not earned, it is given. It is not forced by human hands, it is released by divine will. I am not restrained by obstacles, I am not hindered by delays. I am not limited by what seems impossible in the natural. When I speak, walls fall. When I move, burdens lift. When I release my word, every opposing force bows before my authority. What is coming is not a possibility, it is a certainty. It has already been set in motion. I know the fears that have kept you awake at night. I know the questions that have filled your heart with doubt. I know the quiet moments where you wondered if life would ever feel light again. But, my child, the heaviness that has pressed upon your spirit is beginning to loosen. The darkness that clouded your vision is beginning to fade. The tide is turning even as you sit here listening. Do not run from this moment. Do not dismiss the warmth you feel settling over your chest. That is my presence reminding you that you have never been alone. You were never forgotten. You were never overlooked. Every tear you shed was noticed. Every whisper of prayer was recorded. Every ache in your soul was understood. The miracle I am releasing over your life will not simply change circumstances. It will change you. It will restore your hope. It will rebuild your confidence. It will reawaken the parts of you that became silent under the weight of disappointment. It will lift your spirit in ways you thought were no longer possible. So stay with me. Keep your heart open. Something is breaking open in the unseen, something tender, powerful, and beautifully divine. The miracle is already on its way. Carried by my love, guarded by my authority, and prepared exactly for this season of your life. My child, I see the battle that no one else sees. The one behind your quiet smile, the one hidden beneath your strength, the one you fight long after the world has fallen asleep. You've carried thoughts that drain your spirit, fears that tighten your chest, memories that return without warning, and questions that never seem to find answers. You tell yourself to be strong. You remind yourself to keep going. But deep inside there is a place that aches, tired, tender, and longing for relief. And I want you to know this: I am already touching that place. Not to expose you, not to shame you, but to heal you in the way only I can. The pain you tucked away, the disappointment you never voiced, the loneliness you tried to ignore, none of it is invisible to me. I have watched the moments you held your breath to steady your emotions, I have seen the nights when your thoughts grew louder than your peace, and even then I was there, closer than your own heartbeat, holding the pieces you were afraid would fall apart. You think healing requires perfection, that freedom requires strength. But healing begins with surrender, when you finally allow me to step into the places you've guarded for so long. Let me in, child. Let me breathe life into the corners of your soul that have grown dim. Let me replace the heaviness you've carried with a peace that does not break under pressure. There are wounds from your past that still echo today, words spoken over you that shaped your identity, moments that stole your confidence, losses that left shadows inside your heart. But I tell you now, those wounds do not define you, they do not limit you, they are not the end of your story. I am rewriting the chapters you thought were ruined. What you believed was broken beyond repair is becoming the very place where my glory will rest. What you thought was weakness is becoming the platform for strength you've never known. What once made you cry in secret will one day become the testimony that lifts others from darkness. Nothing is wasted in my hands, not even the pain you wish had never existed. And hear me carefully. You are not failing because you feel tired. You are not weak because you feel overwhelmed. You are human, deeply loved, fiercely protected, and gently carried by the one who knew your heart before you ever learned how to speak. Let that truth settle inside you. Let it soften the tension in your chest. Let it quiet the battle in your mind. I am with you, not just in the moments when you stand strong, but especially in the moments when you crumble. I do not step away when your faith shakes. I do not withdraw when your hope feels small. I draw closer, I surround you, I sustain you, and I speak life into the places that tremble under the weight of your worries. So stay here with me, breathe slowly, and let your soul rest for the first time in a long while. Healing has begun, not someday in the future, but now, in this moment, in this very breath. My child, listen closely now, because what I speak in this moment carries the weight of freedom. The heaviness that has rested on your shoulders for far too long is not yours to carry anymore. The chains that tightened around your heart, chains of fear, anxiety, grief, guilt, and silent suffering, are being broken even as you breathe. This is not imagination, this is intervention. There are battles you've been fighting that were never meant to be fought alone. Some of them began long before you understood what was happening. Some came through wounds you didn't cause. Some came through words that pierced deeper than anyone knew. Yet despite the weight, despite the pressure, despite the nights your spirit felt crushed under the struggle, you are still here, and because you are here, I am moving. The fear that has shadowed your thoughts, the tension that has lived in your chest, the heaviness that tightened around your breathing, all of it is losing its strength, not because you fought harder, but because my presence is flooding the places darkness tried to occupy. Where I am, fear cannot remain. Where I speak, anxiety dissolves. Where my hand rests, chains fall apart. The illness that drained your energy, the diagnosis that frightened you, the pain that lingered without explanation, none of it holds authority over my word. I am the God who interrupts what the enemy planned. I am the God who reverses reports. I am the God who speaks life where death tried to settle. And right now, my healing is touching your body, your mind, and your spirit. Slowly at first, gently but undeniably. You may feel warmth, a soft release, a quiet loosening inside your chest. Do not dismiss it. That is my hand lifting what has weighed on you. That is my spirit restoring what was broken. That is my power doing what no human effort could accomplish. Healing is not coming. Healing is happening. I am removing burdens that became permanent in your thinking. I am breaking patterns that held your emotions hostage. I am silencing voices of fear that whispered lies into your nights, and I am replacing them with my truth that brings freedom, truth that restores identity, truth that plants courage where fear once lived. Every dark assignment sent against you, every spiritual weight that drained your strength, every unseen pressure that tried to silence your hope, is being dismantled now, not by your might, not by your striving, but by the authority of the one who calls you mine. You will not walk with the same heaviness after this. You will not carry the same fear. You will not think with the same torment, for I am declaring freedom over you, freedom that reaches beyond emotion, beyond understanding, and beyond anything you have experienced before. And hear me carefully, this freedom is not temporary. It is not fragile. It is not conditional. What I break stays broken. What I heal stays healed. What I release cannot be taken back by the enemy. You are stepping into a new atmosphere, a new clarity, a new strength. The shadows that once followed you are lifting. The voice of fear is weakening. The inner storm is calming. You are being restored from the inside out, layer by layer, breath by breath, moment by moment. To remain here, stay still. Allow the healing to settle into every part of you, for what I am doing in you today will become the testimony that transforms tomorrow.
Lord, in this quiet moment, I come to you with a surrendered heart. I have heard your words tonight, words of healing, words of freedom, words of restoration, and I receive them with faith. Even if my understanding is small, even if my strength feels limited, I open my spirit to everything you have spoken over my life. Father, I lay my burdens before you. The fear I carried, the anxiety that weighed on my chest, the memories that hurt to remember, I place them in your hands now. Replace them with your peace. Replace them with your calm. Replace them with the assurance that I am held by the one who never fails. Lord, touch the deepest parts of me, places I could never reach on my own. Heal what has been wounded, restore what has been broken, lift what has been heavy for far too long. Wash over my mind, my emotions, my body, and my soul with your presence that makes all things new. I surrender my timeline, my expectations, and my fears about the future. You see what I cannot see. You know what I cannot understand. And I trust that your plan is better than anything I could ever build on my own. Lead me, guide me, and make my steps firm even when I feel unsure. Lord, thank you for breaking chains tonight. Thank you for touching places I kept hidden. Thank you for reminding me that I am not forgotten, not overlooked, not alone. Let your healing continue to flow long after this moment ends. Let your voice echo in my heart whenever fear tries to return. As I rest tonight, cover my home with your protection. Guard every room, every heart, every breath. Let angels stand watch over this place. Let peace settle like gentle light. Let sleep come easily and deeply. Let tomorrow rise with hope instead of heaviness. And Lord, let the miracle you have begun unfold in its perfect time. Let breakthrough come with clarity. Let healing come with permanence. Let freedom come with joy. I trust you fully, deeply, completely, even in the places where I am still learning how. In your holy name I pray. Amen.